What's going on, guys? My name's Tefty Teft. Welcome to another Thursday video broadcast. It is April 22nd. Looking beautiful. That is quite the view. Praise the sun, guys. Praise the light. Sorry. Look at everybody excited to see what he's got to offer. Helm of Inmost Light, Lucky Raspberry, Purifier Robes, and the Monte Carlo with a chess piece Legacy Engram. Right off the bat, he's bringing some new stuff that hasn't been sold because they were introduced in the April update, specifically Lucky Raspberry and Purifier Robes. But they're not fantastic. Let's talk about this. Recklessness provides Death from Above and Headstrong for Fist of Havoc. Death from Above allows you to aim your Fist of Havoc, and Headstrong allows you to leap farther. So this allows for some interesting super builds that allow you to, leave aftermath shockwaves after aiming down. So it does open up some of those options, but you are giving up Armamentarium, you're giving up Twilight Garrison. Definitely not the first thing that I think about for a Titan. But again, it does open up some different options. Increased strength, increased intellect, inverse shadow, heavy lifting, and infusion. Next up, we got the Lucky Raspberry. This thing was very, very popular in year one. Make your luck arc bolt grenade chains further, spawn with full energy grenade. So this is the chess piece that allows you to spawn with full grenade energy for your hunter. The arc bolt chaining is great. However, arc bolts were nerfed. Not firebolts. Firebolts were not nerfed. Arc bolts were nerfed to the point where it's obviously a lot better to just use your scatter grenades. So this roll in particular comes with increased intellect, increased discipline, hand cannon ammo, fusion rifle ammo, void recovery, and arc armor. Which would make sense, obviously, arc armor, because it's probably going to be used with an arc-based subclass. Again, you can spawn with full energy, full grenade energy from any subclass, be void, solar, or arc. It's nice to have those back. They were definitely, like I said, a year one favorite because arc bolts were so good, though. Not anymore. Purifier Robes. This is also a year one bring back for the April update. Burn Brighter, activating radiance from death, disorients nearby enemies. So there's a very specific attribute. You have to be using radiance, or you have to self-revive essentially. In radiance, it will blind your enemies that are around you. This works for PvP and PvE. Your mileage definitely may vary. I've had times where people have done this in Trials of Osiris in front of me, and I've just blind shot my primary and killed them from self-reviving. It doesn't always work, and it's definitely a risky move to do something like that. In terms of Trials of Osiris, you're probably going to wear Quick Revive instead of this, or a chest piece that's going to give you your grenades back upon death, all that stuff. This exotic is very situational and is not going to be a part of many people's go-to builds. It is fun to experiment with. In PvE, it can have a few more uses because when you self-revive around enemies, the blind effect is going to be more useful for them. So it's something to consider for PvE. It comes with increased intellect, increased strength, special ammo, heavy ammo, void burn defense, and solar armor for this particular role. And then finally, we got the Monte Carlo as the weapon. Xûr brought a weapon this week, which is great. Monte Carlo method. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. This can be a great tool for farming up ability kills. If you need to work towards your exotic sword build, if you need to work towards your exotic sword or anything like that, you can use the Monte Carlo. Let's say you're a void warlock, you melee, use the Monte Carlo, get the melee back, melee again, do all that, and it's awesome. It's not the best auto rifle. Doctrine of Passion is definitely going to beat it, but it is viable in PvP. And if you want to check out a review on Plan Destiny, we definitely have a video for that. And then finally, we got the Legacy Chest Engram. I'd probably stay away from that because I don't think there might be a few pieces that are missing from year one, but it seems like they're all coming back. So yeah, glass needles to re-roll any of these chest pieces or exotic armor pieces. 3 a coin to randomly get exotics, which it seems they nerfed 3 a coin. It seems to be 1 out of every 10 to 15 drop an exotic nowadays. You could, if you have a massive surplus of strange coin, you could burn heavy ammo synths into faction packages. So something to think about. You could trade in a lot of heavy ammo synth and turn it into faction rep if you have just a ton of strange coin that you wouldn't mind getting rid of. And that's Xûr, guys. That is Xûr for the week of April 22nd. Yes, indeed. Thanks so much for watching. If you're there during the stream, I really appreciate it. Again, we do the podcast at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We do that podcast. I take about an hour to 2 hours break, then jump on for the Xûr stream, check out Xûr, and then I make this video right now. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much. Deuces.